This is a Tour of Love, an international event, 36 hours streaming live on the E360 TV platform, beaming the vibe of love around the world to audiences of all ages, all nations, with the intention of changing the way cancer is done. This is the CB4L Buddies Network, and we are healing through connections. So get on the bus, get ready, and let's welcome the Tour of Love.
Yay, we are now in our 27th hour, and I'm looking to see where our guest is, make sure that we don't have a problem. One of the things about being live all the time, I don't get to check a lot of the places that most people would try to get a hold of me if there was an issue. And so, Barbara, do you mind coming up and saying hello or putting a video in for a moment? And I'm going to go check and see. In fact, I can do that. Let me just do this. All right.
Hello, my name is Tamara Hunter, and I want to welcome you to Chemo Buddies for Life. We believe in healing through connections. And in fact, we believe it so much. I am out here in nature right now, connecting, because we also believe in healing through nature. You will be taking a journey with us, like this river here. And in this journey, you're going to be connecting not only with other buddies, you'll be connecting with yourself. We have the celebration journal, and we are going to make sure that you have one of your own. You will have an opportunity with our community to connect with yourself. Also, within the journey that you're going to be taking with us, you'll have an opportunity to create your own profile. In it, you'll be either announcing that you have heard 3 words our community has heard. You have cancer, either for yourself or for someone that you love. I'm holding these purple flowers because, you know, purple represents many things in nature. First of all, it's beautiful. It represents a higher frequency. And Chemo Buddies for Life, year 2020, we declared it to be the year of love. We believe in the frequency of love. We also know that purple is the universal cancer color. So when you declare on your profile what cancer you've been associated with, you can either decide to tell us which one or go with the purple, universal. Also, you know, as I'm standing here looking at this beautiful view, it makes me think of the fact that we are a community. We are building a worldwide community. And it's like this river that I'm staring down at. You know, when you think of a river, it comes from a variety of different areas. There may be snow that's melted. There may be different creeks that have come together. And then it goes on its journey just like down this way. It has a fork in the road, a fork in the river. So does our website. Our website, as you get to know it, as you get to know the community, you're going to find that you can have a buddy of your own, or you can fork in the road and you can decide to go off into the community, of which we have so many things to offer for you. So the bottom line is this, is get to be a part of like this community river, like the river that's come together from all different areas. We are bringing people from the United States, from Canada, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from all areas of the world. We are a global family, and we welcome you. So come and join us. Be a part of the community. Get involved. We're going to help you through every single step of the way. I am glad that you have found us. So now, let us get you to be a part of our community We are healing through connections. We are healing through buddies. Welcome.
We have Will Donato in the house.
Hi, Tamara. How are you?
Hello. I am awesome.
That was a really
How
lovely
are you?
spot. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And you know, to get right into it, you
I definitely do.
understand the
Yes.
journey,
No,
don't
that
you?
is a fact. And
Yeah, and any of us that have been there, it's like, okay, we don't take it for
no,
granted.
you definitely don't. It's funny. I just had my thing I call my success shake about 20 minutes ago. It's something I do every day, and I just had it. It's my little celebration to health and paying it forward for myself.
And I love that. We've talked a lot about that over the last, well, we're on our 27th hour now of this 36-hour event, streaming live event. And we've had quite a few really amazing conversations, very in-depth in a variety of different ways. And one of them is that taking accountability for ourselves, being, you know, really saying, okay, I want to live, and in wanting to live, it's making those good choices. We've had everything from, you know, mindset and thought, you know, leaders and the power of our words, to Reiki and energy healing, to good old fashioned, let's move and let's, you know, hands towards the, you know, where the wall hits the, you know, the ceiling, and, you know, and everything in between, because it all comes together in that decision for health.
That is
And
true.
so,
So true. Yes.
what is this? Okay, so tell us about your special daily routine that you treat yourself for health.
Well, you know, it's funny because after I went through cancer, and I thought, God, a lot of nice people worked on me. They took the time to do their skill set, and I can't just, you know, leave here and just, you know, have maybe some things just exercised out. And so I literally just Googled. I figured inflammation is a source of a lot of dis-ease. So I thought, I'll just, like a dumb guy, I'll just go on the web and I'll Google the top 20 anti-inflammatory foods. And of course, you know, the ones that can go in a shake, like not salmon. So I just thought, well,
Really?
yeah. And I just took like the top 20 items that could go in a shake. And it turned out to be really delicious. It was, you know, spinach and walnuts and vitamin C. And so I thought, you know, occasionally I'll tweak my recipe, but I don't have a day where I don't drink it. And it's silly, but I figured if I just have an autopilot day where I'm not really getting a lot of nutrition, I had my little anti-inflammatory shake. It makes me feel powerful.
I love it. Okay, so do you have that written down somewhere where we can, you know?
I do. And, you know, my favorite hack about the shake is, and my friends always laugh when I talk about this, but it's almost more critical than the shake. So Starbucks is such an elegant, generous business. And they're not afraid if you get a water or something, you can get a water. They'll give you a 26-ounce cup, and it's beautiful. It's dishwashable, too. People don't know. So I have a whole cupboard filled with 26-ounce cups from Starbucks. This is silly, I know. But I thought, you know, sometimes a person like you, Tamara, you're out of the house and you're running. So if you put your shake in a Starbucks cup, not only is there a uniformity versus sometimes we all have a motley set of, you know, Flintstone glasses, and we have this weird, like, you know, our thing that we think we're going to use for our power shakes, and we don't anyway. So
yeah. No, I see that cupboard, you know, like, yeah, I went to the Del Mar Fair and I threw a quarter and I had that cup,
exactly.
You know, yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah.
And they're gorgeous cups. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, you know, I remember those little smiley faces.
Yeah. Yeah, or the Indian Wells Tennis Gardens tournament, But I thought, you know what? There's something funny about the Starbucks cups. Plus, they're just so dang nice. You go to Starbucks, hi, can I get an extra water? Sure, here. So I use that generosity. But you know what? Also funny, it's a standardized cup size. So that kind of, and then you can leave the house like you, Tamara. You can go to a meeting and you walk in with your Starbucks cup and you look like, hey, I'm an official consumer. This is some kind of a Starbucks beverage. Don't ask. It's official, But if
right.
if you walk in with your Ensenada 50-mile, bike race cup, it looks a little homemade.
Yeah, the one that looks like a cactus or something.
Yeah. the cowboy boot,
Oh yeah. Gotta love the cowboy boot.
Gotta love the cowboy.
I know a few people with the cowboy boot, at least mug.
Yeah.
Where the coffee mug. Yep.
That is. But there's something silly about my hack. I go to the cupboard, and there's my little official cups. I know exactly how much I'm going to get if I run out of the house and I go hang out with Tamara at a just a curbside venue or something. You don't have to ask. And plus, sometimes you don't want to pull focus. I'm just sipping on my Starbucks. You note it, but you don't go, that's a nice cowboy mug in there. And then you got to explain. It's like, but it's a funny hack, but it really actually works. I used to do the Vente size, which was like, says 30 on the bottom. And, that might be a little too much love every day to fill. And you got to be, ingredients are not expensive at all in my little formula. And I don't have anything that powers the drink that hits that phenomena. If you're out of your can of, all source vitamins, you're not going to do it because you don't have your thing. It's all stuff like water, spinach, protein powder, stuff you can get even at Trader Joe's. But, but I do it every day. I do it on the road too. I make a little baggie, and I have to go to like Starbucks and actually get they have smoothies there, and even McDonald's has a pretty low sugar smoothie. So I just stir it in, and but it's silly. But I'm 10 years cancer free.
You gotta, and you got good energy. You do. You have good energy, and when you are traveling, and when you're out there on the road, and you're doing the shows, and then you're doing press, you're doing shows, you're doing your show now, and so you're on the stage, you're on social media, you're doing all the different things. If you're not feeling well and you're not keeping that energy up, you're going to be you're going to be sluggish. And one of the things about you, Will, is that you do have that energy and fun, and you get out there and you do your thing, and you're entertaining, and you're so talented. And may I say, your Christmas special or the holiday special that you did just recently, that was beautiful.
Wasn't that fun? Well, I'm gonna return the compliment. Just watching your video was gorgeous. It takes a lot of energy to stay focused. Like, you came out in that beautiful setting, and I know we have days we just sort of autopilot through, but I looked at that video. I thought, it's a lot of energy that goes into that. The funny thing about my silly shake is not only do I feel good and I feel respectful, and I know if I have rocks and pizzas during the day, I know I did one thing for myself, that mind over matter. I feel, and like, again, being silly, but like a dumb guy, that particular set of ingredients, I'm 400 years old and I've got a full head of hair and my skin ain't bad. So you realize, wow, doing this every day in small steps, it kind of works. And you're, like watching you on that commercial, you got to have a good memory. And I don't overthink anything. I just do it.
I didn't have a memory. That was just okay. I'm looking around.
It's beautiful though. It was really well done.
So gorgeous. And is this the one that we're sharing?
Oh, that's my new radio single. That's the non-holiday. It's a great single though. I'm very proud of this. The amazing Jack Cohen did this. And speaking about energy levels, I used to strut around like I thought I had a lot of energy, and I can stay up real late, and I can, put a toothpick in my eye and go on the road. And that Jack Cohen, boy, he's on another level. That guy.
Oh, I know. And
it's crazy.
Focus.
And creative.
Focus. Yes. And speaking of Cohen. We have Mikey Adam Cohen in the house. Well,
Right.
you know, we can share a couple of the videos because I do want to share the one that you and I've got an assistant, our segment director, who has she's been awake and on every single show. May I shout out who that is? Barbara Beckley has been. This is our 27th hour.
God bless you guys.
And she has been on every single 27 of those 27 hours, pulling the videos, and you know, because we've got them in these project management boards, and so making sure that we've got the right things for the right, you know, for the what was this promo and that, and so I would just want to make sure that we get the right ones for you. But yeah, let's share this one, and then I know that there's the one, it's white, is white background. What is the name of it?
There's a high road that's like a Scarborough Fair Christmas CD. There's one called Joy Maker, which kind of blends into your message and your mission statement. But you know, the Jack Cohen is, God, is just, I just can't, you know, I call a couple of these people like Robert McLean. I call you that too, but there's like Imagineers, you know, these people, it's just, you're just so vivid about passion and getting, you know, just putting things into play. I really love that. It's just great.
Well, I'm being told by Mikey's the holiday one. Okay, well let's watch this one, and then we will have the next one queued up too. So I'm going to take us down, and then we're going to come back up after. We'll get this going.
And thanks for having me today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Oh, that was cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, we have another one coming up. Can I just say, Jack, you are amazing. He's just sent over the link, and I just sent it over to Barbara, and so we will be showing the Elevate here soon too. And okay, so let's talk about you did this beautiful holiday in front of the fireplace. You had the holiday tree, and you start off and the lights, and that was Jack sends over, okay, you got to see this, it's going to be beautiful holiday lights. And I'm like, oh, and oh my, it just was breathtaking. And you had the mic set up. It was just beautiful. Now, did you set up that all yourself?
You know what? That is actually our living room. And I thought it looked so pretty, and the fireplace looked right. And, Jack is such an awesome detail guy. Now, this is Elevate. This was a Joshua tree, which is such a spiritual place too. And, but yeah, that was a living room setting, and it just looked great. And we didn't know what the lighting would be like. And it was so pretty.
Gorgeous. And yes, this is the one he sent me. And so,
I love this one. This is Joshua Tree, and what a fun day just being there. Was just, there's not a lot of commerce, but you just start looking at these trees like you're in a foreign planet. It's so cool. I just love it.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because not everybody knows smooth jazz. Not everybody understands how this all works, and you excuse me, you have been in the industry now for a while. You're a #1 Billboard artist. You and a gentleman of gentlemen. You go out there, you're doing these different videos and everything. And I mean, I think of, quite honestly, okay, yeah, I'm dating myself, but remember that I love my MTV,
Yeah.
and the music videos and such things like this. Now, these beautiful videos, are they for your website? Are they for, getting the message out there on special, billboards? Or how does that work? I'd love to know.
Well, you know what, I think it's so funny you say the MTV, because when I started my career, I was in a, like a kiddie, I wouldn't say kiddie, but it was a ska band, which is kind of like reggae. And we were one of the first bands that was in like the first 100 or top 100 submittals on MTV. And the band was called the Untouchables. And we were real popular. Thank you, Sherry. We were one of the top bands on MTV, and we were doing this fun ska reggae music. So now to be doing videos later as a grown folk, a big people, I still think that they're just such a relevant visual.
Yeah.
I like the way Jack produces these, because for me to be like yourself in California, it's fun to have a little bit of a travelogue element where we can show someone back east that might be trudging in snow right now that we have this beautiful feature in our area. So I sort of like having a little bit of infotainment with our videos.
On that note, let's be infotained. What do you say, Will?
That was an awesome segue. Wow.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we'll see if he comes back. That was beautiful. And what do you guys think? What do you think? Yeah, I have to say, I am loving all the different types of music. And we have some other ones that we haven't shared yet. And we want to get them in before the end of the 36-hour tour of love. And I was just confirming, oh yes, okay, let's do this. Go ahead.
Hey, Melody. Yeah, Tickle? How do you make a jellyfish laugh? I don't know. How do you make a jellyfish laugh? 10 tickles. What? Tickles. 10 tickles.
Okay, and we have Will back. Oh, awesome.
That was so nice of you to show the video. You know, again, I just am amazed by Jack Cohen. You know, you shoot good footage. You know you've got a nice song in there, and then I just don't micromanage things in life anymore. I just enjoy creating things and then send it to people like Jack that are good at what they do. And it makes it interesting for me, because if you have your hand on everything too much, nothing surprises you.
Oh, isn't that the truth? And I can surprise myself when I don't have my hand on too. Like, okay, you know, you work and work and work, and then you let it go.
You let it go. Yeah.
You let it go. And then, like, I have got to sit in a few of the hours recently during this 36 hours and see finished product that, you know, I had something to do with, but I didn't get to see the final production piece of it and get to see it. And it's like, oh, wow, I love it. That's like receiving a present, isn't it?
It is. You know, Jack is, gosh, he's so good at sending you links for final cuts. And sometimes I'll click on it and I'll watch the start and I'll kind of quickly go through. But there's part of me that just enjoys when they're previewed in real time to be sort of just enjoying it with the audience. So it's real authentic to enjoy it. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, it does. Absolutely, it does make sense. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. It's fun. It makes it fresh for me.
And is there another video that you would like for us to be able to share?
You know, I don't know if Barbara, and thank you, Barbara, for your hard work behind the scenes too. If you have one of the holiday videos, you may not have them, and that's okay. There's a video of Scarborough Fair that I think is real pretty. It's one of the ones you were referring to, the Christmas setting. Okay,
let me see if, Jack, if you're still here, if you can send that link over, we'll get that up and going. And let's see, The Untouchables is what I'm hearing. Oh, no, that's Shelly. Shelly is saying The Untouchables. Okay, so I'm looking to see if he sends me anything. And let's see. Nope, nothing yet.
I love your brick backdrop. That is so cool. That's so
thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
I love that. It's got such a good feel to it.
Thank you. Thank
you. Sometimes it's nice just to have an attitude setting that's Jack and I have been so busy branding everything. I wouldn't mind something that doesn't have Will Donato plastered all over it. So I've been thinking about like white brick, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, this is my little ode to the tour of love, and you know, a little bit of I needed something that was going to be long enough, you know, for the wall. And nice. I do have my little lava lamp, though it's kind of frozen.
I love that.
Oh, thank you. And so let's see if he does send over the link, and we do have I don't know if Barbara,
Starbucks cup. Starbucks cup.
There's the Starbucks cup. There you go, the washable one.
Yes.
And we, you know, one of your friends, he did send over his information or his clip, and we haven't played it yet. And that is Terry Woolman. And
isn't he something else?
Oh my goodness! And so I don't know if Barbara's going to be able to pull that one from the Trello board, the Terry Woolman one, if you want to, because you've performed with him a lot. He's a dear friend of yours and of the Cohens, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about him, because I mean his talent is just incredible.
Terry is really it's like a treasure in LA. You know, he has an interesting backstory. Sometimes you sort of receive the person's current, you know, discography, and you don't realize, you know, he didn't get any parenting when he was young. He was on his own. And when you meet someone that's so nice and fully formed, you just assume they had a house full of love. But when you realize he was kind of an abandoned kid on his own, to be this wonderful human being that's gracious and a curator. But, you know, Terry came into Los Angeles and immediately became like one of those music directors for like Arsenio Hall type people and Byron Allen, where he was the key person for all the musicians. And Terry always had his hands in working with the best of the best. But the memories I have from him before COVID is we did a lot of those concerts in Laguna Beach. We did concerts in Laguna Beach, and it was so beautiful and outdoorsy and picturesque. And Laguna Beach in the summer is unbelievable.
Oh, the best.
It was so amazing. And then we did a holiday show, and the whole band was wearing all white, and the song selections were great. And, you know, I learned a lot about how to host a show from watching Terry. When Jack asked me to co-host, I really liked how he didn't do shtick. He would really listen to the guest, but he was still funny, but it wasn't about him. And, you know, it was really cool. I learned a lot by watching his style. And he was really knowledgeable too. Like someone like yourself, they would say something, he would really be focused. And because I can be, if you let me loose, I can start turning into a stand-up comic. You know, so I had to learn how to just rear back a little bit. And it was from watching Terry, really. You know, and so I credit him with giving me a direction on how to be a host. It really helped me a lot.
When you mentioned Arsenio Hall, it kind of brought back memories. I was, not that it's that important or anything, but I remember, I don't know if you guys remember the jackets that he and Michael Jackson wore.
Oh, yeah, the shoulder pads.
Yeah, the shoulder pad. I was on Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour as a contestant.
Oh.
And he was he was one of the stars in the box. And he was so much fun to play with. That's as much exchange I got as a contestant. But, I'll never forget it because he was wearing one of those jackets, and it was like the coolest back in the day.
Oh, I know. I will totally agree with that. It was such a time period, and the multicolored spot, like Sinbad, and the colors. And
yeah. Yep. Okay, we're gonna go down and we're gonna watch the Christmas song. Okay, just let me get this going. There we go.
To show this. Thank you.
All right. Well, you know, I gotta say, Barbara's over there, like with the music. She's like totally loving it. And do you have time for one more song to stay with us? Because Jack did send over the link for Scarborough Fair. Do you have time?
I do. That's such a good video. And, you know, I was thinking about our conversation the other day for the other program. I really enjoyed you're such a good conversationalist. I really enjoyed that. It was really with everything going on, to have something that's just inspiring. You collect those memories and you appreciate them. So I really loved it.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. And it worked out beautifully because of the fact that we have this time right now, and we're having this hour of beautiful music that people are going to be able to come to this hour. It's all going to be on demand and such, because we're going into, on Sunday, we're going to start a new show with this particular group. Oh, I recognize. Oh, I met your friend there before too, and
that guy is great. And if you have a chance,
Oliver, right?
Yeah, if you have a chance to engage with him through Jack and Mike, it's a wonderful human being. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he actually did visit with me one time, and he said to get a hold of him at some point. And so I have to do
nice
that.
Spirit. He's a great.
Yeah. He was very delightful. He even took a picture with me, so it was good.
Yeah, you know what? It's I like, you know, true hearts. Sometimes I love people that I know are indeed nice, even when the camera's not rolling, of course. And he is always just a nice person, and it's just how he chooses to interface with life. He's just not going to lead with something that's not positive. And I learned a lot about artistry from being around Steve, how to be a good human being and a good artist, just interact. And he's the kind of person that when you go on the road and you do a speech, he's the kind of person that is nice to the person picking you up at the airport to take you to your event. Some people can be an autopilot when they get picked up and they're kind of looking at their phone. Yes, embassy suites, please. But you know, Steve, I watched him, and he would know the guy who picked him up, and they became friends. And then it was just a great way to see the way to be a good person and an artist.
And the significance, some people may not know who he is. You may want to share.
Oh, Steve Oliver? Yeah, he's been on the scene longer than a lot of us, as young as he looks. You know, he's a national recording artist, guitar player, but his style kind of is the Spanish guitar, but not so much flamenco, but just very popular sounding, and he sings along with it too. And it's a very unique style, but it's just a nice person, and his music it's just joyful. He's a joyful man, you know, and yeah.
So let's watch two joyful men. How's that sound?
I like that. You're doing
okay. There you go.
You're the segue master. I love your segues.
You're giving me good material. You're giving me good material. Here we go.
Jack Cohen.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love that one.
That's an alto flute. The flute is what they call an alto flute. It's a deeper sounding instrument, and I'm just mesmerized by that sound, that low flute. It's really nice.
You know, thank you. And it was just said here in the comments, and I think it was said very beautifully, and that is, what a beautiful blessing.
Well, thank you, Lori, and the crew.
And everybody's been enjoying, and we will continue to. And I want to thank you once again for coming on, for sharing your beautiful music, for sharing your bright smile and having some fun conversation.
Oh, I loved it. And you know what? Better days are ahead. And thank you for the CB4L. I'm going to make a donation. And I just,
thank you.
You know, it's been such a bright spot knowing you. And I want to thank Jack and the crew. They're just such good people. They love you guys, and they just, it's just good energy. And
yeah, exactly. Okay, so how can people follow you? Because we want people following you.
Very simple. Just, willdonato.com, and it's very easy to get a hold of everything. And I'm really proud of the record. This one right here, the Renaissance Christmas, is really unique, and it's not the regular cliche songs like you heard Scarborough Fair. I have a lot of friends that are going through healing, and they play this thing year round because it doesn't have any Frosty the Snowman kind of stuff. It's all like English carols and Irish. It's very cool.
Cool. Well, you can sign me up on that one. I always, every year, I treat myself to a few new CDs for the holiday season, and I have them kept in a certain place, and so that, and I have my traditions. I get the first one out, and it's always the same one when I'm decorating the tree, and then from there it's just like, there we go, full out. And
this is a Christmas wrapping CD because you'll hear there's English carols on here, and I just wanted it to be flute and that kind of Christmas guitar, medieval guitar. And I love that. I love that style.
Well, I can't wait. And we'll have to have you back sometime, because I love having you on and sharing the love and having people fall in love with the type of music, smooth jazz music, you know, and it is so healing for our souls. And it is such a bright light for us too. There's just something about it. I can see why people fall in love with it. And I want our community to totally embrace it and embrace the artists that, you know, that they resonate with. And it just seems like many of them, they are resonating with you. They love you. And so thank you once again for supporting us and coming on. Thank you. And
have a great week too. And
pardon?
Have a great week, and I just, you know, you just started the afternoon off. I really loved your video that you opened when I saw it at the top of the hour. Just so authentic and just so nicely done. I really love that. That really speaks to the heart.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me because I see the same in what you share. And I also want to, once again, shout out to the Cohens, all three of you. Well, I guess there's the little dog too.
Yeah,
little Toto too, not quite Toto. In a dress. We've got, you know, Jack, Mikey, Adam, and Cohen, and Francis. Love you all.
Beautiful Francis.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you
too,
for
beautiful.
Love and being officially now on the tour of love.
I love it. I'm going to say something about it tonight in my midnight hours that I marched with the tour of love. So have a great day, and
thank you,
and thank you for the listeners too. I really enjoyed interacting, and good night.
Good night. Good night. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. And so we have just a little bit more time left. And so what I am going to do right now is I'm going to share a little bit more of the love that I've been collecting, in which, hey, we've got a fun video here.
Hi, my name's Cameron Kao, and I want to inspire people that have challenges just like me, because I'm on the tour of love, baby.
Peace, y'all. I'm Shelly Reef, and this is my groovy nephew,
Cameron.
And we are the frequency of love. And we're here to bring it to you on the tour of love, baby. Woo!
The Tour of Love welcomes Melissa Manchester. This double Grammy winner joins a long list of talent on E360 TV. For 36 hours straight, they're all coming together to support those experiencing the impact of cancer and to lift the spirit of humanity with love at a time we need it the most.
The eyes of love.
And we have Melissa Manchester coming on at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight in the East. And that is going to be heading into the last 3 hours. Now, we still have time for you to send love letters at cb4l.org. Love letters with an S at cb4l.org. We are collecting love letters that we can share with Melissa Manchester and others for the very last few hours of our event, because this is the Tour of Love. All right, we are now officially done with hour number 27. I want to thank our special guest today, Will Donato, a #1 Billboard smooth jazz artist and dear friend. Be looking forward to hour number 28. We have some more amazing talent around the corner. Okay, see you in a moment.